welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my garden. So today I'm going to kind of take you around and harvest some things. We've got a few things to harvest, a few things that are ready, and I'm hoping to kind of go around and show you what's ready to be harvested. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy this episode. This cucumber plant called Garden Sweet has been producing a lot of cucumbers. Let's see if I can pop this one off. There we go. Nice big cucumbers. And this is the third one I've gotten off of here this week. So they just pop out of nowhere. It's like I'll be looking, no cucumbers, then all of a sudden, poof, you've got this cucumber. So that one is doing well. This one, which is Piccolino, these are those little Persian ones. This is starting to produce again. And I've got a lot of female flowers on here. I've noticed a lot more bees in the garden just in the last couple weeks. So we should be getting another harvest of that one too. So my pickling cucumbers, and these are called Alibi, are getting some really nice looking pickles on them. So I'm going to go through and pick a couple of those. Here's another one. I think next year I'm going to grow a whole row of pickling cucumbers and see if I can make some pickles. This one, called Summer Dance, these are ready to be picked as well. This is one of my favorite cucumbers, so that'll be ready to pick in the next day or two. I want to make a sweet and sour cucumbers. I think that's what they're called. It's my cousin Ken's recipe. So I'm going to make that with all these cucumbers that I get. So along here is my green zucchini, and I'm finally starting to get some fruit on them. I like to pick them when they're small, like this one is about the right size to pick. All of a sudden I've got all these zucchini on here. They are all ready to be picked. So none of the tomatoes are ready to be picked. We've got a couple plants that are producing a lot, and a couple plants that are not. So it'll be interesting to see what we get. A little trick for you, if you're having problems with the birds eating your tomatoes, they're going after them for the water. So put a bird bath near your plants. I mean, it doesn't have to be right in your garden, but that will prevent the birds from pecking at your tomatoes, because they don't really want to eat the tomatoes. They just want to get to the water. So I make sure I always have a bird bath and that it is nice and clean. So all of a sudden I started looking, and I have a bunch of bell peppers that are pretty big. These are rainbow bells. I'm going to let them go long enough so I can see what color they're supposed to be, because it was just a package of assorted color. This one is kind of stuck. I don't know if I can move it out of there. There. It's kind of stuck in the crook of the plant. So these I'm going to leave until they turn color. These are called Romanian. They're supposed to be red, I believe. And over here, these rainbow bells are way behind. Same packet of seeds. I have a feeling this one is going to be either white. I can see that color. So it'll be interesting to see what color that one is going to be. Escamillo. These will turn yellow. So I'm going to leave those on there. These little ones over here are called a Cajun Bell. And these ones, I find one here, are Sugar Rush Peach. So they have a ways to go. Down here I have a couple hybrid peppers. Jupiter Bell, they're ready to be picked. Along with the Intruder. I'll pick these to go in my sweet and sour cucumber recipe. And then on the end here is another Rainbow Bell, big beautiful pepper. We'll leave that on there and see what color it gets. You can eat peppers at any stage. You can eat them like this if you want. Okay. Some of them I'm going to let to go to color, and like these ones here, which are the Intruder Bells, I'm going to pick and put in that recipe. Carrots are doing really well. They're not even close to being ready to be harvested. Kale, I've been eating a lot of kale. I eat it on salads. This is blue curled Scotch kale. I'll harvest this until December in here. So I have a volunteer tomato plant in this bed. I'm just going to let it go because on the other side here was my spinach that bolted. So I'm just going to let it go. It's not bothering anything. And then right next to it I've got my celery. So you can see this has a ways to go. But it's looking very healthy. Pumpkins. Got a couple nice sized pumpkins on here already. You can see that. This thing is climbing away here. It's really going up and over, and then here I'm turning it around and I'm going to send it back up and over. So the pumpkins are doing very well. Onions are doing very well. In your time, it's been a couple weeks since you've seen them. In my time, and I just did that fertilizing video. So they're doing good. They should be happy now. They've got lots of food. Butternut squash. These will be smaller than your standard butternut squash. Producing some nice fruit. And I am noticing down here these are spaghetti squash. And I've got a couple of really nice sized fruits on this. So that's producing a lot of fruit. So in this jungle, come on, focus, is the zephyr squash over there. And the yellow zucchini. I've been picking these. I probably pick one every other day. So they're all doing really well. My zinnias have all bloomed. That really helps with the pollinators in the garden. Along with the yarrow. A lot of little pollinators on this yarrow. I mean, if you look here, let's see if I can get this. There's just tons of them on there. So yeah, they really attract the pollinators. So my herbs, thyme is growing really well. It's time to harvest some of that and dry it. And same with the parsley. Curly leaf parsley is one of my favorites. This is triple curled parsley. And then this is Italian flat leaf. Basil doing very well. I should dry some of that as well. But they are all doing very well. So that is going to be it for this episode. I really didn't harvest anything, just that one cucumber. The rest I'm going to leave for a couple days. By the time you see this video, I will just be getting back from vacation. And then the next time you see the garden, it will be 2, maybe 3 weeks later. So a lot of things will have changed. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below. And until next time, everybody, happy gardening. Bye-bye.